Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 13 matchup.
The Texans setting up here for the kickoff.
Offense will start their drive from about the 31.
And here's a quarterback coming onto the field who has plenty of experience under his belt.
Yep, there's no doubt. He is the man in charge, and he shows it just the way he handles himself, and that's why he plays so well. That's why he's in this game today.
The Titans snap it at the 31. Keeps it here. Wide open for the catch.
The tackle is made.
Anytime you have a play-action pass as a quarterback, make sure you sell that fake and then look up, find that coverage, decide where to throw the football. That was a nice job that time.
From the gun. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit. Here's the Titans offense, starting with the offensive line. This is an offense that has one of the most dangerous passing attacks in the NFL this season.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Two tight ends on the field here.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. And now, here's the Texans line up on defense. They've given up a lot of passing yards this season, so they'll need to try and keep the offense in check today.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Easy catch there. No one near him.
It didn't take long, but they're already in scoring territory inside the red zone.
Yeah, they're making it look easy, aren't they, so far? But you've got to be alert on the defensive side right now because this offense loves to go for the touchdown once they get into the red zone.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Puts up 6.
Nothing complicated here for my man. He's one of the top running backs in the NFL. He just uses power and speed and gets in the end zone.
The Titans will take their spot on the bench after contributing to the cause, especially via the passing game, over 60 yards by the air. He'll take it from the 6. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
Now we've got what you'd call the wily veteran at quarterback, about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Yeah, when you're a quarterback like this and you've had success, you go out in the field, you can't wait for the game to start because veterans think only good things are going to happen to them. So they're confident and ready to go.
They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Now here's a look at the Texans line up on offense today. Can this unit finally gel and figure out a way to start moving the football down the field? The Texans in the pistol formation. The Texans snap it at the 26. Taken down at the 33. Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
Well, we talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one, and right now, the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
First down at the 33. Got a big lane.
That'll stop the play right there. First down coming up. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
They'll go ground.
Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's how the Titans defense, they will once again be trying to crash right across that offensive line and take down the quarterback because they're the best in the league when it comes to that.
Let's go.
Second down and a long way to go. Trying to power his way right up the middle. He's brought to a halt.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL, I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
The Texans line up. Everybody split out wide.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Out to the left. Makes the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
That ball was never cleanly caught, and it's on the ground. They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive. Offense lines up here.
Get ready.
From the shotgun.
Catch made, and that's a gain of 10.
Texans had a nice play designed that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one.
Handoff made. Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
The Texans offensive line, they had a little mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go unblocked. It leads to a tackle for a loss of yards on the carry.
Out of the shotgun formation.
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Should be what we call a gimme. Drives it through for the field goal.
Now the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
They face 1st down. Gets the handle here. He's into the open. Taken down just 2 yards short of the 1st. Offense lines up here. 2nd and 1. They give it to him on the counter. The tackle's made and the 1st down is picked up.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the 1st down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
The Titans won in a runaway last week, Phil, and now they're going to try to win one that's going to come down to the wire.
I think all the teams in the league know when you're sharp, you're going to win the games, and that's the easy way to win. But can you find a way to win when your football team is not as sharp? We're going to find out.
2nd down following that incompletion. Wide receivers are bunched up.
He'll keep it on the play fake. Makes the reception.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on 1st down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Play action fake, looking to throw.
With 2 hands, he has it, and he's brought to the ground.
Jim, they call that a post route. Do you know why? Of course you don't know why. The wide receiver is running towards the goal post, so they call it a post route.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 1st and 10.
On the money. Gains 19. Inside the red zone. They were very good at finishing off drives last week in this situation. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Airtight coverage. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Second and goal from the 4. Handoff, trying to plow ahead.
Good piece of tackling.
Lined up now on 3rd down. They were very good at converting these situations a week ago.
Goal line defense on the field.
3rd and goal from the 1.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. In the 3rd and goal, your offensive line just road grades the defense out there, and they get the touchdown running the football.
They want the football back as they line up now in an onside kick formation. The receiving team has the recovery. Tackles made. Real good field position here to start this series.
The Texans in the pistol.
Now 1st and 10.
Here's the handoff.
Up the middle. He's tackled at the 30. Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
The Texans come to the line with an empty backfield.
The defense gets a sack.
My gosh, you talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both full. They get run over and they give up a sack.
Third down coming up. They're hoping to do a better job converting today than they did last week.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
The Texans take it from the 38. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
The punter awaits the snap.
Titans now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Going deep. Could have been intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarters formation here for the defense.
And he hauls it in. They bring him to the turf. And now seeing these first half numbers, we knew coming into the game it was a possibility because this is one of the better passing attacks in the entire NFL, Phil.
Absolutely. It's one of the better ones in the NFL, and that's how they have built this football team. Jim, it's about the quarterback, the wide receivers, doing it through the air, and if they want to win games, that's how they have to get it done.
Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
The Titans snap it at the 36. They'll run it here.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Titans offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up the big game.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Gain 14.
And we knew, talking with both teams, how much the running game would be a focus today, and for good reason. Here's a running back doing tremendous things out there, as he has all year long.
I think that's what's really incredible, isn't it? Both teams do exactly what they wanted to do. The offense says we want to run it. The defense says we got to stop it. And how about it? The offense, once again, overpowering the defense. Well, that's just a good old physical run by the offense there, and it's good for a few yards and gets them another first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Gets it out for the completion.
He's stacked up at that point.
We're early in this game, but this defense must figure out a way to cover up this tight end because he's putting up big numbers.
I don't know if they can stop him, Jim. It's so hard for defenses now to come up with ways to stop these tight ends. They look like power.
Short run, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there, and it's first and goal, and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if he gets the third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field. They're setting up the return.
And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Texans will begin their drive from the 26 now. The Texans will approach this play from out of the pistol. The Texans snap it up at the 26. Taken down at the 27. Right now, this is a team that trails, and they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful. They're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down to who is the most physical, is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side.
2-minute warning. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
The Texans come out in the pistol. A catch and the first.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Quickly to the line. Incomplete. This will be second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. In on the stop.
Well, they call it the post route because you're running towards the goalpost, but a good route that time by the receiver, making that cut. He gets open, gets behind the defense, and a nice throw.
First down here after the completion. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
Got the completion, and he's got the first down.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
They've come out in the dime package.
Going back up top.
He'll fire it out to the left. He's brought down. The Texans signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Second down. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line.
And that game won. Timeouts called. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in just a moment. Inches to go.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. That brings the play to an end.
Big decision for the coach this time, Jim. You failed on 3rd and goal. What do? Do you go for it? I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Jim, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
The Titans bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive.
Offense lines up here. 1st down and 10. Looking across the middle. The reception. Easy. Wide open. Nice tackle. So that's going to do it for the first half. Titans are up in this one. And the kicker's ready to go. And he'll start his return.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
First down on the way. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Catch made along the sideline.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or 2.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 2nd down and 9.
Still got it after the play action. Picks up the first down.
A lot of people have to do a good job on play action passes for them to work. At this time, watch the running back. Nice job selling the fake, and it helps the QB.
The Texans will come out in the pistol.
1st and 10. To the ground. Middle. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Boy, there's nothing like a draw play. It just catches the defense by surprise, and running backs, they love it because they know they have a chance to get some easy yards.
The Texans line up in the pistol offense. The Texans snap it at the 36. They'll run it.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down right at the 42.
Nothing like seeing a complete offense. That's what we're watching here today. Yes, we know they can throw it, but what they're showing us here, they can grind out some first downs running the football too.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
You need balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance? To keep the defense guessing what's coming next. That play call on first down, nice throw and catch, just short of the first down.
2nd and 2.
The give out of the eye.
It's wide open. The tackle is made.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
First down here after the run.
The Texans with an empty backfield look here.
From the gun. He's got a wide open alley.
Feet first, gives himself up.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
They come to the line, and it's first down. This play set up by the long gainer. Handoff out of the I formation. That'll stop the play right there. The defense will not decline. They will take the penalty. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Now they're playing from behind, and they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional, but right now I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired, they can't get to the quarterback, and maybe that could give you a chance to win.
2nd down here after that run play. The jumbo set on the field.
They call his name again.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
3rd down following the run.
Out of the shotgun.
He'll throw it over the middle. Sticks to his hands. Picks up about 5.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The kick is good.
That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Ohio!
Takes it from the gun. The Titans now move the chains. That's a touchdown.
Well, when the offense goes in there and scores again to increase their lead, it's got to give a lot of confidence to the defense. Now can they go out there and do their job?
The Titans line up for the point after.
Counted.
The Texans ready to receive the kick.
Makes the catch at the 7. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
The Texans come out for the next possession. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Second down now. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They'll go shotgun here. Reaches out and grabs it.
And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
Corner routes are not thrown enough in this league anymore. A lot of teams don't do it because it takes a strong-arm quarterback to get it done. That was a terrific throw up the field that time.
The Texans come out in the pistol. Let's go. The Texans from the 37 will go ground. He's brought to a halt.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, they call you an outside linebacker for a reason. That means you play outside and you stop the wide runs by the offense, and he did it that time. Good job. Makes the tackle.
Now looking at third down. The defense comes out in the dime.
Get ready. Break for the yard. Break for the yard.
The final quarter begins with this snap.
They're setting up screen. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7.
The Titans come out in a dime package. He'll take the snap from the gun.
Failed to pick up the first down, and they'll give the ball back to the other side.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
First down at the 34.
Takes it on the counter. He's churning ahead.
Running the football. Not every team can do it, but today we're seeing two sides. They came in here with a clear desire to run the football, and they have done just that.
They've done well. The offensive lines have played very well. There's no doubt about that. But look, the defenses, I'll say this about both of them. I don't think they're showing enough hustle, and if you don't hustle, you're going to get run on.
Finding the end zone is a skill some running backs don't always have, but this back right here is capable of capping off his runs with scores.
Jim, when you hear he has a nose for the end zone, that is true about this running back. And what I mean by that, he judges the situation, knows what he has to do, and either runs over or runs around the guy that's going to get him into the end zone. Great job here today.
You see the matchup at running back, and while only one side has really been able to count on that run game, it's still a very close game.
Yeah, it is, Jim. Close game here, and also that can happen when you talk about run games. They're going to go up and down. And if you're having trouble running the football, then change the direction of your offense. Do something else.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Back to the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us, and they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on 1st and goal for the touchdown.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field. This kick will stay on the ground, avoiding a big return. Taken down at the 45. First down here.
The Texans line up in the pistol.
Let's go.
Makes the reception.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
He's got the first down yardage.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better, finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, but you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
The Texans lined up in the pistol.
The give. A tackle behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down coming up.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Throw to the left. Catch made. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Third down and 6.
He's got the catch.
Finally, a third down conversion.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
First and goal from the 6.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
And they'll end up losing 5 on the run.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Second down and 11.
They'll go ground. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Offense lines up here.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Throws to the right. Got a hand on it. He'll force the incompletion.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The kick is good.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
Defense now signaling for a timeout.
The Texans are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. The Texans are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. First down at the 45.
Throwing now to his left. The ball's deflected, incomplete.
To be a great defensive back in the NFL now, you have to read the receiver. When those hands go up, you do the same, and that time the defense knocks the football down.
The Texans will go with the pistol on this play. The Texans will take the snap from the 45.
He's looking to the right here on this throw.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
Should have had it.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
From the gun.
Space to work.
Avoids the hit and slides.
It's first down as they head to the line.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line.
He has the grab. That's a gain of 6.
I know they need a lot of breaks to maybe win this football game. In the red zone now, they got to get in the end zone quick.
Snapping out of the gun. The catch is made.
Good piece of tackling.
A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Out of the gun. And he's forced to the ground.
They are set back in long-distance territory after that sack. Second down coming up.
From the shotgun. Pulls it in.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets the completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
They will snap it now at the 7-yard line.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Third and goal from the 7.
halfway near the end of this one.
When you're behind in a football game, drive down and score. They did that. Now, the next time when they get back out there, they got to do it again. Show some patience and drive it down the field.
Let's go. Red 38.
So they get the touchdown, but they go for 2 and fail to convert.
I'll be the first to say it. That was a terrible decision to go for the 2 points. I'll give the defense some credit, but mainly the blame goes to the offensive play call.
He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line.
First down, offense readying for the snap. They bring in the extra tight end.
Handoff made. Breaks free. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first. When you define yourself as a running team, which this team does, then it's no surprise to see them continue to make plays on the ground, Phil.
You can't be good at everything. And this team, their bread and butter, what is it? It's running the football. So they determined before the season, we are going to be a running football team.
Ball's out, and the defense has it.
Tackles made.
Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
This will be the final snap.
Get ready. Red 38.
First and 10. Eyeing that left side.
Oh, it almost picked off that time.
How much sweeter is practice going to be this week after the win on that sideline?
Once you win, practice is easier.